This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. I have a special guest joining me today. We've got Christina Parrish joining us, and she is with Parrish Law Partners. Christina, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
I'm really excited for this interview, and I'm looking forward to getting to know you better and your business. So let's start there. Share with us a little bit about Parrish Law Partners.
Sure. Well, I am the Parrish of Parrish Law Partners, and Parrish Law Partners is a boutique law firm, and I focus on estate planning, probate, and estate administration. So my work just centers on serving as a trusted voice for families, navigating aging and trying to protect assets and long-term care risk. So I'm trying to help people make clear and strategic decisions during some of our life's most important transitions.
Yes. It's such an important role that you play in other people's lives. So I would love to dive deeper into your background. What
Sure.
got you into this?
That's an interesting question. So I don't know, a lot of people, if they're in shoes like mine, but about 5 years ago, I kind of was introduced to the role of kind of caregiver. I have aging parents, and it's not something that I think anyone thinks of until I think they go through it. So like most people, I had a parent that fell ill, and I came back home to help. And there's a lot of logistics that go around that. And as I was going through it, I started to learn more and more, and I started to share what I learned with others. So naturally, I started to explore how I could better incorporate that in my life.
Amazing. So were you always interested in the law, or was it something that you were already interested in the law and this was kind of like a specialty that kind of
Yeah.
spoke to you?
So, I'm a Virginia attorney,
Hmm.
and I've been an attorney since when? 2009. So I've been an attorney for a while, but my
Hmm.
background is in bankruptcy and business.
Ah.
But kind of ties in though. So it gives
Hmm.
me the ability to share my experience with analyzing assets, risk exposure, and just looking at financial situations. So
Hmm.
I really believe that perspective helps individuals and families to make strategic decisions that protect what they've built and to prepare for the realities that just come along with aging and long-term care.
Yeah. So do you find that there are any myths or misconceptions about estate planning?
Absolutely. I think I have two that I love.
Okay.
First, I wish that more people knew that you don't have to be wealthy to have an estate
Mm.
plan. Matter of fact, everybody needs an estate plan, not just the wealthy. And second, estate planning isn't just about death planning. It's also about what happens if you can't make decisions for yourself anymore. And I
Mm.
refer to that as incapacity planning. So not only do we want to make sure that our wishes are honored when we're gone, we want to make sure that when we can't speak for ourselves, we have someone that we trust that can make those decisions on our behalf.
Yeah, I'm really glad that you mentioned that. I imagine there's a lot of people who think, yeah, I don't have much to pass on, so I don't need to go through all of this, but really everyone
Exactly.
needs.
Everyone needs an estate plan.
Hmm. Hmm. So let me ask you this. Clearly you work very hard. What are you doing for fun when you're not working?
When I'm not working. So when I do find that time, let's see, I love to be near the ocean. I love water. Every chance
Mhm.
I can get, I try to find water. Um, I love a good audiobook. Normally if I'm waiting in the car for one of my children during their mini practices, I'll just put on an audiobook. I can never get tired of the Office reruns. I've seen them all over and over and over again. I am a super fan. And I do have one quirky pastime. I am, what would like to call it, a CVS super shopper. Like I love the long CVS receipt. Like it really brings
Oh
me
my goodness.
joy to to just save compounded amounts when you combine all of those coupons together. Like I really get giddy when I get back in the car and to see how much I've saved.
I think that is so fun. And I'm not surprised because you clearly have a financial brain, right? You did
I mean, I
bankruptcy
guess.
law, you do
I
estate
guess.
planning, so it kind of all makes sense.
I never thought of it that way, but I mean, I get excited when I go to CVS. I get those emails like, you've been selected to save 40%. I'm excited because I
Mhm.
can save it somewhere.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you love most about what you do?
What do I love most? I think that I love helping people the most. And I know that
Mhm.
sounds generic,
Mhm.
but I've been in their shoes. I am in their shoes. I'm still living in their shoes. So I feel like I wish I had someone to kind of come alongside me and hold my hand and to kind of give me step by step instructions of what to do when, your loved one, fell ill or had a stroke or ended up, in a place where they can no longer take care of themselves. Like, because you don't know until you get there and you don't know what you don't know. So it just makes me feel warm and fuzzy to say, to someone, not something that I learned in a book only, but something that I've also learned through just walking through life myself. So I think that it's an honor and a privilege to come
Mhm.
alongside someone in such a tender and vulnerable state to say, hey, I get what you're going through and let me help you get through it. So
Mhm. I love that. I love
yeah,
that. You do play such an important part in people's lives, and so I imagine there's a lot of relationship building and trust building with
right,
your profession.
right,
And the fact that you've lived through it, you have
right.
that empathy where you can connect with people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a rough time sometimes that people are going in, and people come in my office in all states. I have young families that come in and say, "Hey, we just realized that we can't travel together because what if something happens to one of us, and
Mm,
what would we do? So like, can we get something in place?" I get that, or I've now everything's fallen on me now because I had to put my mom or my dad in a facility, and now I don't know even where to start. And sometimes you kind of want to say, I wish you came to me several years ago because I can help you get a head start on,
hmm.
some things so that you maybe wouldn't have had such a difficult time now. So it's not something that anybody really wants to think about, when you
Yeah.
think about aging or even death. And I don't think I could have done this particular practice area until now, until I reached this stage in my life, because I just can't, I didn't have anything to connect it to.
Hmm.
So I can see why it's a concept that kind of can take people by shock a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think that I try to come alongside and help disarm that shock because
Hmm.
I can say, here, look at me. I'm in it. I've been through
Right.
it. I'm still going through it. And, I'm still walking. I'm still
Right.
talking. So you can get through it too.
When should people contact you? Like, when is the right
Sure.
time? How young is too young?
I don't think anything is too young because we
Hmm.
don't know what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
When I first started looking into this, and like I said, my parents, of course, they're older, but I have friends that I've gone to law school with who've lost spouses, and I'm in my
Mm.
40s. I've had, friends that have lost, children, and you just don't know what life is going to bring you. So I think that when you have presence of mind to realize who you love and who you want to
Mm.
protect, that's the right time to come in. So there's
Hmm.
no wrong time. Every time's the right time. So,
Yeah. Yeah. What is something that you wish the listeners knew about Parish Law Partners?
hmm. Well, I'm pretty much an open book. So I think
Hmm.
that that's one thing that you should know that
Hmm.
just because you're coming to a law office, it's not stuffy. It's me. Right now, I'm a one woman show. So when you come, you're going to see me. You're not going to
Hmm.
see someone else to greet you at the door. You're not going to see someone else to come and talk to you about your case or your issues. You're going to get me. So I don't despise humble beginnings. I am just starting out, but you should know that what you see is what you will get.
I love that. Well, you're going to get the personal touch for sure.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. Well, Christina, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast. If the listeners want to connect with you, if they want to learn more from you, where can they find you?
Sure, and thank you for having me. The best place to go is my website. It's www.parrishlawpartners.com. There you'll find more information about what I do, where you can find me, and if you really want to come and have a chat with me, just give us a call and we'll set you up with an appointment.
Amazing, amazing. Christina, thanks again for joining me on the podcast.
Thanks so much for having me.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.